Today's video is sponsored by Camel City Mill. So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. I'm down here at the Sawmill doing a little bit of maintenance. The Sawmill is by far it requires the most maintenance out of anything that I have. And none of it is very difficult. You just have to stay on top of things, because if you don't, you're going to have a very unpleasant experience when using the mill, and then that will turn into costly repairs and parts. Once you get like familiarized with the mill, all the maintenance is really easy. And you know what, one of the best things I did was, I'll tell you, when I bought this mill, Marty from Woodmizer, he delivered it. Marty knows everything. So we did like an hour-long video on this sawmill, setting it up, maintenance, all kind of stuff. I still go back to that video sometimes if I forgot something, and it's in there. It's a pretty decent day today. I think they're calling for more storms later this afternoon. We'll have to see. I'm still trying to get down to the cabin. Melissa's actually going to the beach tomorrow. She'll be gone for about a week. So between myself and Levi, we'll kind of be holding down the fort here and taking care of Hunter. This sawmill is a Woodmizer LT50 wide, fully hydraulic mill with the Yanmar diesel engine on it. This is made, you know, to saw like 8 hours a day for years on end. I'll never put that many hours on it. So as long as I take care of it, some regular maintenance here and there, should last me a really long time. I do have one minor issue with the mill that will require a little repair at some point. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. just something that I have to kind of keep my eye on. This is the blade tensioner right here, okay? Crank this handle up, that's what tightens the blade. You run it up to around 2,800 pounds, somewhere in there. But I've got a small leak somewhere. It's losing a little bit of ATF fluid. That's what goes in there. And every once in a while, I have to add a little bit of ATF. It's not a big deal. You just have to kind of hook onto this right here, pull it back a little bit as you are filling it with ATF fluid right there. When it's tight, you should have about eight threads showing right here. And what was happening was I was getting down to about nothing, and this is the second time I've had to put ATF fluid in it. Then there are tons of grease fittings. And you got the rail and the chains. Use ATF fluid on that. This end down here always gets a little bit rusty because you don't run the head down this far. Everything else is staying pretty good, but I'll put some ATF on it and we should be good to go. These blue ones, they don't cut it. These green ones do a good job. You don't want too abrasive. You just want to get that rust off of there before it gets too bad. Yeah, the green ones work really good. Dollar store. All right, that's a good feeling right there. The sawmill is ready when I'm ready. You know what else feels really good besides having the sawmill all ready to go? I may go as far as saying even feels better. Camel City Mill socks. Best socks you've ever seen or heard of. Like I said, I am not going to rest until everyone that watches our channel has feet that feel as good as mine because they wear Camel City Mill socks. They come in white now, so if you don't want the dark socks, you can get white ones. Phenomenal. They come in 3 different lengths: ankle, crew, boot length. 100% American made, right down in North Carolina. 10-year durability guarantee. Can't beat it. They're made from merino wool. They wick sweat way better than cotton or polyester. They keep your feet warm in the wintertime, cool in the summertime. People love them. Read through some of the comments from people that have bought them. They're a phenomenal product, American made, can't go wrong. Get 10% off my favorite work socks from Camel City Mill with code Morgans10. Link in the description. Alrighty, spent a little time down here by the processor. Got the wood bunker all pushed up, made some more room. Once I get this filled up, which isn't going to take long at all, the EVO is going to get cleaned up and serviced and parked under the pavilion. As time allows, and if the weather cooperates, we will still cut and split some firewood on and off throughout the summer, but not with the EVO. We'll go through these cutoffs here on the Wolfe Ridge, and I also have a bunch of big gnarly stuff. We'll use the splitter on the excavator to downsize it, and then finish it off with the Wolfe Ridge or the split force. And then I'm going to stack up this pile right here, make room for maybe 2 more loads, and just get them brought in. They'll kind of start drying a little bit in log form. And this fall, we'll fire the EVO back up again and get cranking. We'll also split more bundle firewood like this. This is all oak, bark-free, really nice stuff. I think I got 10 baskets of this, maybe 9. Yeah, 9 baskets of this right now. Most of this has been drying for about 7 months, and I could actually put this in the kiln as soon as we have the kiln up and running, which will be pretty soon as well. But so far this year, I already delivered about 18 or 19 dump trailer loads. The wood shed is filled up, all our baskets are filled up, and the wood bunker will be filled up. I've got wood down in the lower wood yard piled up, and we've got another 15 or 20 more baskets than we had last year. So we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, unless something changes, we're gonna shut this bulk firewood production down here within the next couple days. This has worked out really well since I got the EVO a couple months ago, but by fall, we're gonna change things up a little bit and make everything a little bit better. We'll probably have the EVO set up down that way farther. We'll have a firewood tumbler, and what I'm thinking, conveyor off the EVO into the tumbler, into the big Wolfe Ridge conveyor, into the firewood bunker. That way, I don't have to move everything, you know, to keep pushing the pile back. I'll have plenty of room, and the firewood will be cleaner than what it is now. It's not too bad. It all depends on the wood you're splitting. But anyway, let's get this fired up. We'll knock this out real quick because I am on limited time. So Melissa and Eva are at the beach right now while I'm down here slaving away at the wood yard. I wouldn't have it any other way. But Levi is with the hunt man right now. When I get done with this, we're going to run out for a little bit. We've been just kind of juggling things around a little bit, but it's all going good. right, load up the EVO a couple more times, and that'll be about it. I say I'm gonna put it away, which I am, but it's gonna be hard for me not to run that for a couple, 3 months. You know what I mean? We'll have to see how it shakes out. But anyway, right now I'm gonna go up and get the hunt man. We're gonna run out for a bit. And then when I get back, I need to go out and check the food plot. Haven't been out there for 3 days, I think. Alright, this evening I'm up here at the building, just kind of staying close to the house here, but a lot of people, I mean a lot of people, have been asking what happened to the Kubota mini skid. This is from Maxx. I did a video on this, I don't know, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. We haven't used it much. We're going to start using it more and more. I did just have to put some hydraulic oil in it. It's not leaking or anything like that, but I've got a couple different attachments for it, and as I've been putting them on, it's filling up the hydraulic lines in the attachments, which made the tank a little bit low. Now I knew where the tank was, and the sight glass is right here, and I thought for sure there would be a way just to add hydraulic fluid. I thought maybe the cup holder came out, but I looked in the book and they show the hydraulic tank with this cover removed. I mean, it only took 5 minutes, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts to take this off to access the hydraulic tank, which isn't a big deal. Now, if it was the fuel tank, that would be a big deal. Fuel tank is right here. Now, my original opinion of this, it still stands. I think it's a great little machine. Got the Kubota diesel in it. Now, this has an operating capacity of about 1,000 pounds. And that would be equivalent to like the Kubota mini skid, the Bobcat MT100. A lot of them are that size right there, 1,000 pound operating capacity. They will lift more than that, but to give you some idea, my Vermeer is huge. I mean, parked beside this, it doesn't look that much bigger, but it's a lot heavier and it's 40 horsepower. Everything in this size seems to be around a 25 horsepower. But the operating capacity of my Vermeer is about 1,800 pounds. So not quite double, but it's a lot bigger machine, but it costs 2.5 times as much as this, almost 3 times as much. Someday I'm gonna do a video, an extensive, in-depth video, comparing mini skids to tractors. I know they are two totally different machines, but there's a lot of overlap there. And I am sold on the mini skids. I am. Not for everything, don't get me wrong, but we'll get into that in another video. But like if you have a wood yard and you're working in one place most of the time, these things are phenomenal because you are both the operator and the laborer. You know, if I'm getting a big slab off the sawmill, it is so much easier to hop on a mini skid and get that slab off than it is climbing in and out of a skid loader or a tractor. We'll get into all that later, but I'm telling you, for those of you that have them, let me know in the comments. Everybody seems to love them. That's why you're starting to see so many of them. But anyway, let's hop on the four-wheeler and go take a look at the food plot. All right, buckwheat is coming in good. I haven't been out here for about 2 or 3 days. It's coming in really good, nice and thick. I thought by now it would be a little bit taller than what it is, but this is the first time I ever planted buckwheat. I know it's coming in and it's green, so that's good. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.